Now, I'm doing this just so you can get that perspective behind us. It's great, isn't it? 1 point perspective. Fucking excellent. Still a sucker for that. The sun's right in my bloody eyes. Yeah, so now I've got that out of my spleen about Dominance Hall. I hope that name catches on, just to annoy everybody, because I don't give a shit, right? Now, I touched on before that I've had a wee bit of negativity of lately. None of it's been public, right? Because it never is, right? This sort of stuff. I just thought I'd put everybody on the guard, right? And it gives you a bit of insight into the industry, the way things work behind the scenes if you're new. Now, since I started the ground up and the quick start, incidentally, the ground up will be going on to Mudbox Hub in high res, wave 1 and 2, all of wave 2 for once, right? We may go to wave 3, not quite sure at this point, but that'll be it. If I do a wave 3, that'll be it for free stuff, right? Apart from the quick start. Now, a lot of the old guard Mudbox users from version 1 who had a name and made the name on the beta were quite happy for Wayne Boy to do the videos, because a lot of them weren't part of the beta, right? 98% of the original beta testers weren't part of the beta. So they thought, well, let's get this up to speed really quick, right? And if they didn't know what they were doing, a lot of them did, it made them look as though they knew what they were doing all along. Great. Well, they expected Weenie Boy to go away, right, after maybe a month or two, right? But it kept on rolling. And the name kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Until, I think my favourite quote was from Rod Stefan, which I'm sure he meant as a joke. He said, like, he's become the fucking godfather of Mudbox online. I said, well, I wouldn't quite say no, I'm not just doing what I've done, you know what I mean? I believe in the programme. I'm one of the few people, in fact, I'm probably the only person outside of Autodesk and Sky Matter that has put as much money into promoting Mudbox, and it's cost me more than anybody else, right? I don't expect a payback for this, but I also don't expect to be vilified for it. Now, some of these old guard users got a bit pissed off, right, when Mudbox Hub opened, and point blank refused to join, I think. There was a lot of guys did, Colby joined, some of the ones, Neil Blevins, etc, etc, but usually it's the ones in, what's the phrase, it's like there's guys at the top, right, and there's guys underneath the top, just above the middle, it's them ones, right, and they're the ones that will send the emails, so you're an absolute joke, blah blah blah, you're always telling people what to do, and I'm thinking, well, I do, because a lot of the time I'm the guy that comes with the ideas for the workflows, right? It's very rarely the guys who are the uber artists that come up with a pipeline workflow, because usually they're very good at something, because that's one of a handful of things to do. I do a lot of stuff, and a lot of different things that, people don't know about in 3D. But when it started leaking out about the book, and then the master classes, I think they realised that a train has started rolling that didn't have any brakes, and they were getting left behind. Now, instead of thinking, well, I'll post a few images and remind people I'm here, no, they thought of sending me emails about it. And you see, look, if you're listening, I know a lot of them do, right? Post a bloody image, that's all it takes, you know what I mean? People will sharp remember your name if you post a good image, It's far easier to use the Mudbox one, right? So, there you go. But I know I can come across as arrogant, and I don't really give a shit, but I'm sick of getting a load of crap from the old guard, because they think that they somehow deserve a place because they went to VFS or something. I've got nothing against 3D schools and universities, but I think that places like VFS have stopped becoming a school and became a brand like Levi's, right? Now, yes, they can produce some very good artists, but the fact that you do not automatically get to put the VFS logo on your reel, right, without their approval. In other words, if it's not good enough, you can't say you've been to VFS on your reel, but you didn't know that. Now that makes me very suspicious, right? Now I know they've got some good tutors there. I know they put out, a lot of the time really good artists, but I don't see that should be an automatic right to be a name in 3D. It shouldn't be, nothing should be a right. Should give you the right. You should have to earn it. If you're not prepared to earn it and work for it, don't whinge. So that's my grumpy old bastard bit for the day. But it does, it riles me up a little bit. But, I'm not going anywhere. You know that, right? You should know by now. Yeah, I have to take a little bit of time off, and when it gets a bit later in the year, I will be taking a few months off, because I don't want people to get sick of the sound of my voice, alright? Besides, I'm keeping a lot of stuff for SIGGRAPH, a lot of stuff for the book. There's a lot of stuff for the masterclass in. Is it? I can't remember. I keep thinking there's Ruprecht was Utrecht or something. I can't say the fucking word. It's in Holland anyway. So I don't want to give everything away for nothing. Now, some people have said, "But you said you were going to do everything for nothing," and I'm like, "Did I?" What I actually said was the Ground Up series will be free. The Quick Start series will be free. I've never said I'm going to do everything for nothing. I'm not a bloody idiot. You know what I mean? I do have to eat and live. But some people do occasionally take the piss, right? But I think 99.9% of the people who watch this, who watch the videos, know that eventually at some point I'll bring something out that you've got to pay for, right? And hopefully, if the videos have helped you a lot, you'll show your appreciation by buying it. Don't have to, but I'm a big believer in karma. Hey, it's worked for me. Remember when I first said I was putting these out? I wasn't sure whether they would work or not. Well, they have. So it proves that far from karma being a bitch, it's actually quite nice. I've enjoyed all this. So if it's nice now to be able to take a bit of a back seat now and again. I've been doing some work on some pipeline things. I'm trying to find or get down the knowledge I've got to give people a very easy way to learn human anatomy. Very fast, very quickly, and with good results, right? And I think I've almost nailed it. A lot of it's down to the base mesh you start with, and I'm taking bits from that were initially seeded way back in the Mudbox Advanced Concepts DVD, which not many people bought, right? Because it all moved to fucking ZBrush by then. So I can actually repackage some of that stuff. Plus, I've improved it. So yes, that should be good. But I'm not going to say exactly what I'm doing, because people are paying for this shit, and I can't give it away for nothing. But yes, I love being quiet. I love the sound of that stream. See what time it is. Oh, 4 minutes. Wait, 3 minutes. But yeah, so that I don't like the negativity I get sometimes, because people do seem to think that they're fine with me doing stuff as long as it's for free. When I start getting personal attacks for no apparent reason, just because guys are pissed off that they're no longer, the biggest cock in the farm, sort of thing, to be honest, it's a bit stupid, because I'm not, right? I freely admit I'm not the world's best artist, I'm nowhere near. What I'm good at is teaching. I can get the knowledge into your head faster than just about everybody else, right? And that's, I've proved that time and time again. I'll do the same thing when the Mudbox book comes out, because I know there's like a couple of guys have realised they hadn't realised that mine was the only one coming out, right? So I'm waiting for somebody. It looks like I'll be writing the whole book, because a lot of the guys that were going to be in the book, it was like nailing fog to the wall, to be honest. Trying to get schedules and stuff like that, but I'll go on that in part 3. Okay. Right. What time we got now? Yep. About time for part 3. See you in a bit.